Looking calm and cool from below, the sky of our planet is a mixture of multiple oddities. Some came from outer space, while a few hung without any clue.
Straight up and down.
No, it has something on the side, Robert.
UFOs, aliens, and unknown sights. Let's see what the sky is offering this time.
看到一个不知道是什么东西。
A local saw an unidentified flying object above the houses one night. The craft had various bluish lights, but its shape wasn't clear. Then, something strange happened. A bluish, rhombus-shaped portal appeared in the sky. The craft moved toward it, as if it knew where to go. Just like that, both the craft and the portal vanished into thin air. It was as if the sky had opened a gateway to somewhere far beyond. Some believed it was a sign of alien technology, far more advanced than anything humans had ever seen. The question remained, what was the purpose of this sudden appearance, and where did they go? Sky Gateway.
Yeah, isn't that up?
A group of workers in a field near some trees was shocked to see an otherworldly sight. A giant white ring stretched across the sky, so massive it even covered the sun. It looked like a portal, a gateway to another world or civilization. The workers stood frozen, watching as the ring hovered without moving. It seemed like a sign of something beyond their understanding. Scared, having no idea what to do, they immediately posted the video online, but no one to date has been able to explain the disturbing phenomenon they had witnessed that day.
What the hell?
Skylight Search. It was November 9th, 2024, and everything seemed normal in Miami until this happened. A local guy stepped out and saw something crazy. A super bright light moving in the sky, just like a giant flashlight searching around. This wasn't your typical night sky scene. The light jumped here and there, almost like it was looking for something specific. Weird, right? The light kept moving, scanning the ground and making everyone nervous. Speculations arose with someone relating this to extraterrestrial research on Earth. Others blamed the government for this strange skylight, yet the truth is still unknown. Flame Visitor. 2 years ago in Russia, a man was enjoying his routine walk when something strange caught his eye. A huge spacecraft appeared in the middle of the sky. At first, he thought it was a military craft on fire, but when he zoomed in, it became clearer that this was anything but an earthly object. The object looked like a rod with flames on both sides and was moving smoothly in the sky. Strangely, it gave off an electric field when zoomed in. Scared, the guy didn't stay there for long and left immediately, claiming it was an extraterrestrial attack. Now, authorities are trying to figure out the truth, but no one knows where the otherworldly craft landed that day. Gray Wanderer.
It's straight up and down.
No, it has something on the side, Robert.
You might be expecting a peaceful, sunny day, but one local found more than that. Over Sequoia Park, on a Sunday in August 2015, something mind-blowing happened. A glowing figure appeared out of nowhere. It was humanoid in shape, just standing there in the air. Locals couldn't believe their eyes. This wasn't a person, but it looked like one. The strangest part? The creature seemed to change its shape as they watched. It could belong to outer space, perhaps one of our alien neighbors visiting us. If you ever find yourself in such a situation, better record it quickly. Proof like that could help solve the mystery.
Uh-oh, Iron Man, sorry. Iron Man.
Celestial Ring.
真牛逼的，我操了！
Seeing stars at night is magical, but you'd forget all about them after watching this. On October 26, 2024, a resident filmed an unbelievable sight from his apartment window in China. A glowing blue ring hovered in the sky, alive and shifting. It wasn't just a simple shape. It moved as if changing form like it had a mind. The man posted this video with a caption, "Portal to another dimension." But some online users suggested it might be an unusual sky phenomenon. But if it actually was a gateway to outer space or a portal to the unknown, stepping inside might reveal what lies beyond. Who knows what other secrets that night sky might be holding?
看，我去，
Yellow streaks.
看到一个不知道是什么东西。
Witnessing the unexplainable often calls for staying vigilant and having a camera ready, because it can appear when you least expect it. Just like it happened in November 2024, when Chinese residents spotted a rectangular box-like craft flying in the sky. It shone with bright yellow streaks of light, gliding so smoothly that it felt too perfect to be anything human-made. A UFO? Well, it seemed like, after all, such shapes could be ideal for flying through the skies.
这是个什么东西啊？妈，你先别说话，妈，你先。
Cosmic signal. Nights are more than just the time to rest. They can also bring strange surprises. On October 12th, 2024, in Surrey, United Kingdom, a bluish streak of light suddenly appeared over the houses. But here's the crazy part. It transformed into a perfect orb shape and just stayed there. This wasn't a normal light. It blinked and vibrated at an insanely high speed. It looked like it was signaling something. Maybe it was communicating with aliens in space. The way it moved was too precise to be natural. Something was definitely trying to send a message that night, but we still couldn't decode it. Silent Voyager. A family was enjoying a peaceful night, watching the clouds and the moon in Veracruz. Suddenly, they saw an unusual light moving across the sky. It looked like a massive ship silently crossing the sky. This wasn't a plane or a drone. It was too large and mysterious. The way it moved was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It might be a top-secret military technology or a visitor from another world. It was beyond everything we understand about flying objects. The way it moved was just impossible to explain. Green orbs. In March 2021, 3 massive green orbs suddenly appeared in the sky of Quebec City, Canada. These weren't just lights, they were structures, glowing with an otherworldly intensity. They cast a strange green glow that covered the entire sky. The way they hung there felt unnatural. They could be a signal or warning from outer space. The longer they stayed, the more tension filled the air. It seemed as if these orbs were studying the world below, leaving the city in uncertainty. Something extraordinary was happening right above us, and we had no idea what it was. Shenyang Portal. Although China is renowned for its technological advancements, this time it made headlines for an unusual event. Almost 3 years back in Shenyang, a massive column of blue light appeared, stretching from the sky to a building. This was likely a portal opening or an alien invasion. Residents quickly pulled out their phones, capturing the bizarre sight. The light appeared to communicate or reveal itself, leaving people in wonder and uncertainty. Meteorologists were unable to explain the mysterious sight. They even claimed they had never encountered such a phenomenon before, which is why they couldn't assign it any scientific name. Such events may be signs of otherworldly presence, and it's crucial to stay alert. Storm Watcher. On March 15th, a Facebook user noticed an unusual sight and began recording. Hidden behind the clouds, a giant entity appeared. Its eyes glowed unnaturally bright, staring straight into the camera. For a moment, it felt as though the creature was watching us and preparing to step into our land. But thankfully, before this video caused further chaos, someone explained that the sight was nothing more than a visual effect created by a skilled visual artist. So don't worry, guys, no monster is approaching this time. Vanishing Meteor. In a Bulgarian village, a dashcam captured an incredible celestial event. A meteor appeared as a small orb, glowing faintly. As it fell from the night sky, it grew brighter, turning into a bluish streak of light. The villagers expected it to collide with a loud sound, but instead, something strange happened. Just as it neared the ground, the meteor vanished behind the trees. There was no smash, no sound, just a creepy silence. It might be a rare atmospheric phenomenon that made the meteor burn out before hitting the Earth, or something more mysterious caused it to disappear entirely. What's your take on this? Sky Beast. A few back in China, residents witnessed a terrifying sight in the sky. At first, they saw two faces and a long neck, resembling a dragon, hidden among the clouds. Then giant wings began to unfold, stretching across the sky. It was like something out of a legend. People stared, unsure of what they were seeing. Could dragons be real? The sight left them uneasy. Was it a sign of something bad to come? No one could say for sure, but they had a strong sense of feeling that something was watching from above. Fiery descent. One night in Yemen, something strange lit up the sky. Many small red orbs appeared, falling from above and heading toward the Earth. It looked magical at first, but there was something unsettling about it. The fiery balls dropped quickly, making the scene feel like a warning or a bad omen. Could it be the end of the world? Or perhaps parts of a meteor breaking apart? No one could say for sure. Glowing ring. What was that seen in the sky over southern Brazil? Let's find out. A white shiny ring appeared, floating high above. The ring had a distinct white boundary, and it didn't move. It just stayed there, as if waiting for something. Some wondered if something would emerge from it. Our ET neighbors. Could it be a gateway to another time? Maybe entering it could lead to the past or the future. Who knows? Sky Squid. A local walked along the road when he stopped in his tracks. Above the houses, a strange figure floated in the air. It was black, with long tentacles that twisted and spread wide. It was moving like an otherworldly squid. It floated effortlessly, as though it controlled the sky itself. It looked like a scene from a fantasy, reminding him of the shadowy dementors from Harry Potter. For a moment, he couldn't take his eyes off the creature as it hovered silently above. He left, thinking if he had just seen a glimpse of the unknown. Falling cloud. In November 2024, something strange happened in a construction area surrounded by workers. They saw a cloud fall from the sky. It wasn't a storm cloud, but something different. Clouds don't usually fall. They stay in the sky, floating with the wind. But this one fell quickly and landed just a short distance away from the workers. It wasn't an illusion. The workers had seen it with their own eyes. Some believe it could have been a sudden shift in weather patterns causing the cloud to drop. Others think it might have been a rare weather phenomenon where clouds condense and fall due to pressure changes, but no one could explain it fully. Vanishing Craft. One ordinary day, a plane was flying above the clouds on its usual route. The pilot looked outside and noticed something unusual. An odd-shaped craft hovered just above the clouds, unlike anything he had seen before. Its appearance was strange, almost otherworldly. Then, in the blink of an eye, it vanished completely. One moment, it was there. The next, it was gone, as if swallowed by the sky itself. The pilot couldn't stop thinking about it. Angels and devils were stories he had heard. But a ghostly craft in the sky? That idea stayed long after the flight with him. Flying shape. A villager in Colombia got more than just clouds that day in November 2024. Up in the sky, he noticed a strange, dark craft shaped like a rhombus. It floated slowly, heading toward a swirling pattern of dark and pink colors in the clouds. The craft seemed connected to the pattern, almost like it was part of it. The sight made him wonder if it was a UFO with a mission or something else. Whatever it was, the day felt far from normal. Falling mystery. While capturing the sky above hills, an explorer noticed something creepy and uploaded it online. A creature with wings and human-like legs fell from the sky. It landed softly on a cloud, as if it belonged there. The people who saw it began calling it an angel. Some even thought it was the return of Jesus Christ. According to the signs related to the end of the times, angels will descend from the heavens before the final day. Could this be the sign people had been waiting for? Or was it something even more mysterious than they could imagine? Angel's visit. Just when you thought such sightings were over, here came another. Locals were left speechless as they saw a massive angel in the sky. With giant wings and a humanoid body, it flew effortlessly through the air. Its presence both beautiful and unsettling. Before anyone could react, it disappeared into the clouds, leaving only questions behind. I believe the angel's sudden appearance was a warning, a consequence of human wrongdoings. Could their actions have summoned this celestial being? Or it was more than just a random sighting. It was a message they were meant to understand. Sky shadows. In 2019, people in China saw a sight that most never expected, not even in their wildest dreams. Over the sea, giant dark wings appeared in the sky. They weren't clear enough to make out the full shape, but it looked like an angel. Some even managed to record the strange sight, hoping to prove what they had seen. No one understood its meaning, but some linked this sighting to the sign from the universe. Others debunked, saying it was an optical illusion. But we would like to get your thoughts on this one. Unseen visitor. In the Netherlands on November 16, 2024, locals saw an unusual sight in the sky. A leaf-shaped craft hovered above the monumental buildings. It wasn't rushing through the sky. Instead, it moved slowly, almost as if it was looking for a place to land, or carefully examining the area. It stayed there for what seemed like hours. It might be a UFO, or could have been something else entirely. The truth remains a mystery, but no one can forget what they saw that day. Sky phenomenon. Residents were stunned when they saw a group in the sky. At first, they thought it was a flock of birds, but it wasn't. It was a strange group of insects, or maybe something else. They were flying in formation, shifting shapes in ways that didn't make sense. The swarm seemed endless. Maybe it was just an insect family moving to a new place because of weather changes. But the weird way they moved left many wondering if there was more to it. Was this a natural phenomenon, or was something else happening above? Something was definitely going on in the sky, and no one knew why. Strange sighting. In Pueblo Montano, Albuquerque, people saw something strange in the sky. A triangular UFO hovered above a forest, spinning slowly. It didn't look like anything humans had made before. Some believe the craft came from aliens and had technology far beyond anything known. There were whispers that these kinds of UFOs were tied to abductions and even strange creatures like Bigfoot. The craft stayed in the sky for a while, but the mystery behind it remained unsolved. Cloudwalker. You won't believe what happened in the middle of a busy city. A dark humanoid figure appeared in the clouds, walking as if the clouds were solid. The figure held a stick in its hand and looked downward, almost as if observing the people below. The clouds beneath it glowed with a whitish light, making the sight even more unsettling. Some linked it to the return of Jesus Christ, while others were simply speechless. The glowing clouds and strange figure left a scary impression. It felt like someone was checking out humanity from above. Virus visitor. Talk about a bizarre UFO sighting. This wasn't your typical flying object. Spotted during a wedding in Mexico, this UFO looked exactly like a virus. Multiple arms or legs spreading out. Some people were calling it a balloon. Others were saying it looked like a biblical angel. The footage was super stabilized, showing this weird creature in the sky. With 2023 being a record year for UFO sightings, people are getting more curious and speculating that this virus-shaped visitor might be from outer space, spying and keeping an eye on our activities. Do you guys think the same? Skywatcher. Here's an incredible moment during a flight over Zambia. A passenger was casually recording out the window when an unbelievable thing happened. A giant, human-like creature was seen in the distance. We're talking huge, with hands and legs just like a human, but keeping a weird distance from the airplane. Everyone on board was freaking out. This seemed like some kind of flying being, or perhaps a glitch in reality. The creature moved in a way that was too deliberate to be a mistake. Passengers were lucky to get a glimpse, but no one till date is able to explain who it was. Frozen objects. Korea, October 1st, 2024. A day that got everyone talking. During broad daylight, some black objects appeared in the sky over the city. But here's the weird part. They weren't moving at all, just hanging there, completely still. To make it even more mysterious, they were shining with a strange white glow. People speculated that these could be parts of a collided UFO, rocket fragments, or something completely unknown. Videos circulated, and people demanded that the government explain the mysterious sight. No satisfactory explanation was given, and the authorities are still trying to figure out who invaded our skies that day. Silver torch. A few years ago in France, an ordinary day turned into a memorable one when a shimmering object appeared in the sky. It spun slowly, as if deciding its next move. The weird, silver-colored, torch-like craft moved in a circular motion. Scared, people began assuming this might be a rocket and that a war was about to begin. But soon, a few experts stepped in, claiming it to be an unknown flying object. The torch-like shape might also have been used to send signals or communicate. Unfortunately, no further details were shared, as the object mysteriously vanished as quickly as it appeared. Dark Abductor. Here's a story that'll make you think twice about looking up. A black disc-shaped UFO appeared over the city, and what happened next was straight out of a nightmare. Suddenly, it grabbed animals just like a magnet attracts iron. The creatures were suspended, hanging helplessly. Then a strange light burst from the UFO, and just like that, the animals vanished. It seemed like they were taken by the UFO. In seconds, the UFO went up into the sky and disappeared. This wasn't a human abduction, it was animal abduction. Some experts believe these abductions could be part of experiments, where alien beings study different species for unknown purposes. Heavenly Ring.
Yeah, looks like a big tire.
Thinking of traveling faster than light? Well, it might be possible through portals, and here's one for you. In San Martin 4 years back, a local looked up and saw something that didn't make sense. A perfect black ring hung in the sky. It wasn't moving, just existing. Some whispered it could be a gateway to heaven. The way it hung there, silent and mysterious, left everyone wondering what secrets it might be hiding. It wasn't natural. No one could figure out where it came from or why it was there. A strange feeling remained in the air, making people think there was more to the story than meets the eye. cloud jellyfish. In Russia, a strange sight shocked viewers and quickly went viral. A white, jellyfish-like object floated by, moving smoothly and slowly. At first, it seemed like just a cloud, but it didn't act like one. It moved in a way that made everyone wonder if it was something else. The object was clear and almost glowing. UFO fans started to get excited, claiming it might have been an alien ship using light-bending technology. While some suggested there might be something even stranger beyond our understanding, the question remains, if not aliens, then what could it be? Frozen bird. While going back to his home one day, a guy stopped to capture a strange sight. A black bird, maybe a crow, suspended in midair. Not flying, not moving, just completely frozen, like a statue above the electrical wires. Everything else moved normally, but this bird, totally still. People whispered about matrix glitches, about time stopping for just one moment. It seemed as though the man was witnessing a glitch in reality. However, some claimed the bird might have been deliberately defying gravity that day. But if that were the case, how could the bird have learned to do that? Suspended plane.
It's not moving. We were.
A passenger in a small plane saw a sight that was beyond all logic. High above the mountains, a jet plane stood completely still in the air. It wasn't moving an inch. The plane seemed frozen, like someone had pressed pause on reality. The passenger stared, trying to make sense of it. Maybe a glitch in time and space. Everything about the moment felt wrong. There was no explanation for it, no reason for the plane to remain suspended. The landscape around it continued to move, yet the jet stayed frozen, challenging everything we thought we knew about physics. Something wasn't right for sure.
No. Look.
Tentacle terror. A driver's worst nightmare came to life. A black creature with countless tentacles spread across the sky. People couldn't help but think of Dementors from Harry Potter. Another similar sighting appeared over a building, this time bluish in color. Some called it an alien jellyfish. The way it moved, those tentacles spreading like a nightmare. The creature looked too real to be more than just imagination. It made everyone wonder that they might be coming to take over our world. Thankfully, nothing bad happened, and the creature vanished as mysteriously as it had appeared. Beach shadow. A strange black cloud hovered over an Australian beach that was beyond all logic. It looked like a massive splash of water, completely frozen in the sky. No wind moved it, no cloud formation explained its presence. Local beachgoers stared in disbelief, whispering about possible demonic activity. The cloud hung there, dark, like a portal to another world. From space junk to bird flocks and an odd cluster left by aliens, people came up with ideas, but no one is still able to explain what it actually was. Saucer swarm.
What is going on?
A video uploaded online went viral, showing an unusual sight in Costa Rica. Over the trees, a villager captured footage of a huge jet flying peacefully. Suddenly, 3 flying saucers appeared out of nowhere. The crafts, resembling UFOs, surrounded the jet and flew close to it. They moved as if observing the jet or attempting to take control. It almost seemed like they were pulling it toward outer space. The video ended abruptly before anyone could understand what was happening. It raised unsettling possibilities about who or what watches us from above.
You see that?
Energy thieves. While a driver was waiting for the traffic light to turn green, something terrifying happened to him. 2 black-cloaked figures approached his car. One of them came closer to his windscreen. The flying oddity had no facial features. It opened its mouth and emitted a creepy bluish light, as if it was trying to suck energy directly from the human inside. Before the man could react, both figures flew and disappeared. Then, a glowing deer-like creature appeared on the road, after which the footage faded. Fortunately, it was recorded by a dashcam. Otherwise, he would have no proof of what he had seen that day. Suspended suspense. On 7 September 2019, the sky above Switzerland revealed a scene no one could explain. A villager looked up and saw a figure suspended high in the sky. It remained completely still, as if frozen in time. Startled, the villager grabbed his phone and started recording the bizarre sight. Some believed it was a ghostly presence. Others whispered about supernatural forces at play. But one thing was for sure, that something beyond human comprehension was happening right above their heads. Mountain Dragon. The Seychelles archipelago experienced a bizarre phenomenon on July 19th, 2023. Over a mountain's peak, a bright light suddenly appeared. Within that light, a giant figure emerged, looking exactly like a frozen dragon. Its massive wings were spread wide, suspended in the sky. Locals watched in wonder and fear. This wasn't a cloud formation at all. The dragon looked too real, too precise to be a mere illusion. This was a glimpse of something from another realm, a mythical creature breaking through our reality. Rainbow stillness. Everyone loves rainbows after the rain, right? But this one was different. No rain in sight. Near Montego Bay, Jamaica, a cloud hung in the sky, and beneath it, a perfect rainbow appeared. It wasn't ordinary. It was motionless, like a painting suspended in midair. The colors were unusually vibrant, creating a breathtaking sight. Locals called it a rainbow shower. No wind disturbed it. No changes in the atmosphere explained it. It simply existed. Silent, beautiful, and unexplainable. I wonder how such a moment of natural wonder could appear out of nowhere. Celestial visitor. An ordinary day turned extraordinary when a white-cloaked figure appeared in the sky. Its face was hidden by a bright, glowing light. The figure had an otherworldly appearance. Slowly, the flowing gown revealed a humanoid shape beneath. People stared in wonder, their minds racing with questions. It could be a divine sign. They wondered if the figure was the return of Jesus Christ. Moments like these are impossible to explain, but if such a sight appears again, don't just stare. Be cautious. Lunar Encounter. On March 4th, 2022, a unique moment in space exploration occurred. While NASA was capturing footage of the moon, a small white orb appeared, heading straight for the lunar surface. This wasn't just a random event. The orb turned out to be a rocket part that had been drifting through space for years before colliding with the moon. Shortly after the collision, another sighting revealed a smoky trail emerging from the lunar surface. The Luna 25's impact sparked scientific curiosity, and NASA saw this as a rare research opportunity to study the impact crater it would leave behind.
See that? Something hit the moon.
It's time for today's open discussion. Some beachgoers encountered a nightmare straight from another world. A bizarre cryptid with multiple twisting tentacles appeared, causing immediate panic. It was black and effortlessly floating in the sky. Initially, it was thought to be a balloon, or even a drone, hovering above the ocean, but the way it moved its legs made it even creepier. Alien enthusiasts declared it to be an extraterrestrial visitor, or perhaps something related to a dark species, like the infamous Dementors. Many suggestions have been made, but to this day, no one has been able to identify what it actually was. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.